Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1968 Olivetti Litera 32 vintage ultra portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Spain, and they were also made in Italy. Difference is the color. This one is a greener blue, and the Italy version is a more bluish green. And these are some of the best typewriters of all time, often rated as #1. It's got a very light touch compared to the other top typewriters. This is the lightest touch that you can get on a typewriter, and the Olivetti Lateras came in a 31, 33. They have a bunch of different versions with both basically the same performance, different shells, a little bit different all around, but this one is the GOAT, the greatest of all time for the Olivetti Lateras. Up top are your margins. This is the left margin, this is the right margin. It's got a scale up there to tell you exactly what space you're on. This is 0, and this is around 75, and this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. This is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers and a scale. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit the slide space, gets back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip the switch forward 1 notch. Skips 2, 1 more, and skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip it all the way down. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Absolutely beautiful. Some of the best engineering of all time, especially during this time. Print looks really good. It's got pica typeface, prints 10 characters per inch. Beautiful print. Super light. This is about as modern as it feels when it comes to typewriters. It feels almost like you're typing on a computer keyboard or like a laptop. Super light touch, smooth action. It's kind of crazy how they got all this into this little package. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Going to flip this down for now. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. This button, that's a blank button here. Some people might think that's supposed to be a 1, but that is your margin release. When you get to the end, the margin is a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release button. It does allow you to go past that and type all the way to the end. Very good. We're going to put the color back on black. To the left of that is your tab set and clear. So right now we have tabs set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to clear each one of those by pushing this lever down. And if you have an Olivetti Litera 22, you would have to do the opposite. Push it up for clear, push it down for set. So now that we don't have any tabs, I always like to set one somewhere in the middle, so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear in your typewriter. So I'm just going to flip that switch up to set that tab there. Very good. Backspace above the tab. This is your tab initiate. This is your backspace. Very smooth. The hood opens from the front like this, and it hooks into the back. You want to be very careful because these will break. It's all metal. It's cast iron, but it breaks instead of like glass instead of bends. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling clockwise to the right, and that switched at some point. And to switch it back, the side that you want it to go to, there's a little holder. You just flip it towards the middle and it will pull to that side, and that's meant to catch the eyelet, which is a little metal piece. It will catch on there and pull it to the middle and then swap the direction back to that side, and that's for both sides. This is your touch control, very inconspicuous. A lot of people might not even know that they have one of these, but it's very important on this model because it's such a light touch. You definitely want to make sure that your touch is good. That might help your typing experience tremendously on this model. This hooks into the back in these little slots and pops down on the front. This is your carriage lock, and I hate this thing because it always accidentally initiates and just gets stuck in the middle when I'm doing something. So if I had this typewriter, I would just remove that completely, but that protects the carriage and the escapement when you when you have it in the case, also locks it in the middle so it's completely flush. Lift it up to unlock it, push it down to lock it. Carriage release on both sides, and carriage release on the left side. Very good. If you push the button at the end of the knob there, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get those clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space, in the same concept. If you flip this switch, this is your line space selector, all the way back to 0, it disables the spacing. Flip it to 1, you get the clicks. And this is your line space return. If you, it toggles back like that, so that way when you have it in the case, you protect it. This is cast aluminum, so that doesn't bend either. That will break right off. And then that pretty much totals your whole machine, unless you don't like to use a line space return, because I still haven't figured out how to replace those. Basically, maybe you just replace the entire carriage, but I haven't tried to do that yet. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.